Morrison, Mamley Morrison. Nipa bi akwa attack no. No kre. Say Aguna West for no bi akoto ahye no so nkom koburu no anasa day. And I know memory da. It was Subin walk. Yeah, Subin for Tigu Mountain so Omanhene Yaw obri yeboa lawyer obri yeboa na enya agrokra na chese edom and a Tigu Mountain so na no memory da a omunyina man ye fe and you know there are some of the videos I will be showing you how it went and the castle kai say Subin amrante de mabawa mamefo ne nyina no omomo Dr. Mahmoud Baomi Chidom no omomo ama Jumedia done any Sunni Ade. Now the vice president is making serious waves at Oti regional. And I know Quantas Sompa Biakuye. A Doma Gun Quantani Biakuye no. People are finding it difficult to come to terms say, hey, it's way about our regional nah. And I nyasam ketwa. Nyasam ketwa. Just say easy. Na ona chama untumi so tutu bi ma Kofi Boakye nyagro. These are some of the issues, but in Nepal there, yeah, sure, the CDD4 at the Afrobarometer report be able to. Now, almost survey no say 73% of Ghanaians will vote for a presidential candidate who preaches honesty. Presidential candidate and the Kasano. Utia pepe ye wom o preachi honesty chese omo se la falafa bi anim o kanokre atrosem nim ne kasa no utim se ho da ho say it's honesty to the extent say o kasa obeya obetimi aye 73% candidate ni suban said ni su ene ne ban sitie. The character 70% of Ghanaians this time around omehwe say nipa no nipa we ni suban ye suban no bi ni say kataise ne pro ya dokro na na dokro no oyobi a okase da obetima da oyo trofo oyo no kofo ono ana brabo a wabo no the character no yes we dey masem we dey oyekoshini we dey otu abama na tutwasem wonani so oni no kra onye obi a betim de ho aton so ka se hwefom ahwesoro sa su ne ban no ene akanie ene fata kandifo na numu asem ni nyina aye suban afei eba campaign promise almost the ema be influence about 32%. 32%. And a campaign promise. Party and said that running mate no so you 21% pay, which is Ghana phone ko 12 say running mate ho fe. And now your ba no e be ma na odimu. Sikane e chede any favors be 15%. Candidate no be a free or check here 12%. And the religious faith just 11%. Uki kabo mwa na chese abano mienu a Ghana fo be gina so te ato abane onipa no no nukure die ene ni su ne ban Francis Kasapon usu a research analyst Mami Nkone nchen anopei ewo CDD asye Franca, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you too?
Ya hu ye wo Kumasi Krodua mu ha. Begidi sen kan na wo so hu ye de.
Ya me adom me kan na me wo meso hu ye pani ni me hu.
Ya do ba ya se.
PDD. En painful ni na ma woni we chief anope.
Ya share edomo amoni omo din komo 2400. Mo survey no kire se a candidate bi Ghana for beto abama na almost edikan ombe candidate no ne honesty say asam na work no emu da ho oyobi a no kura tachiri 73%. Afi candidate ni suban. Wadaroma fire di kan fa honesty no never ye fa the suban no mu kire anopai.
Okay, yeah, me that's it. Now, after government, I send your car, we survey every 2 years. Say you take Ghana for any matter. We'll send your money and you make it come home, so or mine. Now, this year, you release me in such a way that the ending kakranka. In case said this year, election year, and you say, yes, started with elections, trust in key institutions, and a corruption. Na elections no Ade Akye mu kan ye ene say Ghana for say ombeto aba enwe etwemu na first nka odi omo esika keto edi hye enwe mankofo a no mo de ato ama but omo say this year 2024 abato no nyoma omo begina so e de ato aba na edi kan nipa nukredie na etoso nipa ni suban ena ni etoso biom the third one, so I'm just listening talking, you know.
That's
campaign
right.
promises inti me honesty no nipa 73% ena say omo begina so ato aba pa 17% say eno measure so kakra na ato aba na omo so mo hwe honesty ne kra 5% enye very significant.
Okay.
Happy date no esuban ye be no so a omo say omo be hwe so pa ato aba no 70%. That's majority no. 18% sika kakrebi and omo be hwe so ato aba ama candidate no based on the suban and 6% say eno de omo hwe kra. The other campaign promises that
Na wadaroma suban no de na mudi gina subusa mubusa omo questionnaire no na girade so say suban no say nipa no say ne de be etitie ana obra wa bɔ no ne mate afa ne ho ana say den question be na mubusa no.
So say ye survey a perception. In Senya o perceive the suban. Say Senya ne outlook essentially on certain yoma honestly so betumi agenedi say ene okase ochina on kase ni suban say yenina ye TV ye radio say occasionally say otete candidate di himself say oh we wako yasi ni na o no perception.
Okay.
Person anavo inti we any besides say suban say wa sha ye beto aba say they nyoma ene be influence so na Ghana for city in more patch.
My answer there baako na yenim say aban bia na amanyoko bia de nani so ade hunu in the form of manifesto mo kire say mo ni omudi nkomo 32% na ewo form ana
32% NSA a lot. In Nipa 32 no NSA a lot, but Takrebi NSA 27% and a lot at all near 35%. Nina a can't be a form mum, but so 32 no 27 ni boma and yet cra near 35%.
Now money gifts and favors. Nipa 65% no let's say
65% no say omo udi sikamo omo said then say udi influence omo voter enya de be influence omo no beto ama omo not at all omo
politicians intimi mfasi come there yen
enti eno na ese politicians omdi tu omo ho so wan sha now the secret commo bi no adada wo kwa we bedu sikedi so enye no no begina so ato aba ama
na chese Ghana for ye ti abato ase
ai na se wo sha asin no efiye ye TV ankofo eje ho ka se o mu discover o magic
ye be just ye be 20 hour that's right yem share ethnicity afi party mienu yi wo mo candidate nyina free sire mantem na nipa bebre no hu ni say esire mantem aba no be battleground go anuanu mienu na ekopie ho ena Ghana for ethnic groups akese kra so chen omo group no omo koto omo so aba was it a more 65% say 64% say nya dia ombegina baby a candidate ni free so de ato aba eno wo kire mu say
64% no almost nya dia ombegina candidate no baby free so eno mo de ato aba ni na ne say first no nanka obi begina ho ne France ofi kumat oya santimia then ya santifoni na say
yeah go to ama
and you beto ama no if we so ya santi but say Ghanaian voter no oye discerning otumi etiase say enye se oya santimi nko ne suban etise ne no credit to say promises then na owo mayin inti a esi etuma no inti we nyina chese politicians that's what be to am ho say when share ni eni de to aba there say ye de ni say nipa no odi no kre ni suban tene campaign promises then and all mayin and Ghana for edinaso e de to aba.
Okay, and then we look at religious faith. Akoya say Boakye kremoni Boakye Christoni yes Christopher not just 62% no also so say metima ye Christoni metima ye kremoni na so men kotoma ba because menenu na eya ala wa akubara na me ka say yesu na yes no entimi nya ensusu aso kese sa
senya Ghana for see no enya ensusu anso kese ewo abaye bo abeti because 11% NSA ono who say ninia Christo ni edina ba obeto ama no 21% NSA kakra and the better decision making no kakra but 62% that's a significant majority.
That's right.
And almost say it doesn't count. She say senya yesi sumina Ghana for say usubai
right
we look at the any campaign promises are deba any ebeshe so atu amount and yes say we free a employment and I say we free employment to about this year.
Okay. Franca na woni omudi nkomo mu busa omo say na aba no ye tora hwan na benwi eno so omo ka de na kire wo.
Okay, so usually in Kaya, pre-election survey, any business answer me, but I feel ya pre-election survey.
Ejuma musa.
No dear, mean to mean cat, you big,
and no idea why show trim.
But say question that quite decide say if elections were held tomorrow, so China and here to about. My party B and our independent candidate 56%, a slight majority. NSA
how much I say a slight majority almost to my party B. I yes over to my party A or B. I want for B or Masumu BT. Monana shine more say any presidential parliamentary candidate form the same political party. Almost a presidential parliamentary candidates from different political party. It means 58% say parliamentary and next says a fee skirt and blouse maybe an anya. Franca, what you hello, Franca.
Hello.
Near the common humanity fache me. Not just say 58%. Hello, Franca, what you hello. Hello, Franca. Obia bien assume. And this the NPP before no. Obuja NPP NDC. Oh, more. Presidential. Almost just a presidential parliamentary candidate from the same political party. Nipa 58%. So okay, me Franca, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Now we can say 58%. Almost to say.
Okay, now me say. We decide Ghana for say Ochina, the presidential elections.
That's right.
Mumusay and a beto ama party be an independent candidate. And 56%.
56.
Okay. I see beto ama party be an independent candidate. That's 6% majority, like extra, like 50%.
Okay.
But more Musa Emma Ekran on 16%. And no more Omusio Muni and Oman Kahoshim 28%. Make us answer ways to say political parties no any some more money a day or more focus or more months to abano and no more money anything or money from floating voters. Or money from floating voters or more bet me influence you 56% in a day. Or more come areas or more mean from the Tuamano. But a more month to about 15%, and no more means from Beto another 28%. Or more any candidates, so a more focus of all, and no matter campaign, no promises, no money there, because candidates should buy any nuclear gain or money there. So between and then. Any December 7th, I have a or make me influence you more much.
All right. Frank Hameda Siano pay.
Yes, okay. Now, make sure say this weekend, she a release for on citizens, senior or most important issues are yeah, Thursday, and your main here on Mopa.
Okay.
Thursday, Yambra, CBD Ghana, social media, yeah.
Yeah, the better one. Ade Akye so I atwetwe won komo kama. Franka Sapono Usu na moten Kano research analyst EDD why ade pam na a hoping 15%. So omonto about Ghana ha. You know, even if the 56% say they are voting, now 15 so on to Ghana ha, research has shown say incumbent among for eto aba bebra emwano amafo anto aba eboano eduwe no mani beji ana mani nje because the research has shown say any election our opposition nipa beto aba bebre no opposition wins and the NDC for wa adwuma ye kese because omo team no omo eka so omo nto aba no they get disappointed because the government have failed them. But it's sexy no maka so mbeto no most of the time ya na buy no de omanya free honti no omokoto e ji say opposition na wa prayer ma dipadoma mpia ma etiaw I don't want to take the wind out of the sail from Dr. Chalula ombetenase me ni komo menua asebu ye wie ya na ye ne mpanifo no trase na ye biebie nsam nim elections we have we I had to say large cruiser or see this year's league will be sweet league abano ye beto no simple hey ABC second round one time masa ye kwadi ebronyo to the otu na open run off there any na anu yo no konfa ba yo ono ani jejireje asebu ye ni komo
oba nyangobo isaupa ena no pay ye de nchia kese ebe free Dr. Ba aso ye
that's right
ediama yahwefo ani atiefo nyina dani de nyina se nyankopon ya adom na ye ba betena afidikese so ani television TV so a na ye nipadua ya de adokorowa hawo abrabom adia ya we wiase pa ne se yade tew so na so le anopa yade oskoda nwura yade chese ade be chese bia yade ahomete se wiase kura nya den enya wo de enu nti na Dr. Ba se chiro no kan se ye ni dua na ba ahaban ye mfansa yade nyankopo adaro mo de hunim de ama no wo de ande esifie na ebi kura na sa yade ba uni hunim de nti na wabɔ na dura ma ahaban na nke besa yade ne ewu ama yade to so eno na Dr. Ba se ono na nyankopɔ de saa nimdeɛ no ahye ne nsa saa adom no ede adom no se ɔmfa saa aban ensa menu mienu yade da yeso a dokoro ye ne a nyankopɔ amamu na Dr. Ba amamu ede bi kɔwuo mu no eno ene na anɔpɛ ɔseme nka ho asɛm enkyɛw enti wobɛgye number ye didi dwuma ɛwɔ yaso ye ho na afei wode wani akyerɛ Dr. Ba ho na afei yahwɛ ama yade afiri so ama wonso yade mu fa hodie no wanya bi ama ni da so aba number Dr. Ba didi dwuma 0244 988
988
004
004
0244
0244
988
988
004
004
and it was 0244
0244
08
08
34
34
82
82
0244
0244
08
08
34
34
82
82.
Dr. Ban ewo Kumasi atonso ago usi atonso ago Aban hospital n'animu a wodi obi abusanse wo Dr. Ban ho omo abeso nsakura do abepie Dr. Ban ho afi enkranso ye was Pinterest Road 18 Junction ehonso ubehu Dr. Ban ewo ho ena no pa yedi nkomo na ye yade ho asem ne ye ka be se na no pa ya me no wo kasai obi ne nan adufudufu obi di atatai a wo ye no ho hwe enye wo de me nase atatai so obeba Dr. Ban ho ne ahwe ni padua no mahu yade kura akofa na setata bre no ana oditi fie to nroma me anopai de me ka chon se wo nase atata adufudufu no obi ama odua ye wo yade awodo ebetimi ama nipadua wo nase ana wo nipadua no adufudufu eno na Dr. Ban se wo yayaresabia hospital wunti ana wabie wasi dan kese ho a wakose semfidie akumu a wode we nipa dasani enti na nopai ebia woto mpaboa kora wuntimi mfa wo nan hyem ebisa wo nase na dufudufu atatai mesra wo se anopa ubetwe wani na de saa yade na aba Dr. Ban ho ne ara de kura akofa saa de na bere wo no na fe ye de ho aduro ne ho ahabai akan amaneko obi de ne de ntata no obi de ayetititi da bia ne nan ayetititi da bia ne na asem a wo kan ne se ananse acheme nan wo de ne nan ni si wenye obi mpabo ahye ne kura na sebe ewro kura wo hu ubehu se Jesu okonanim na obi afre ne se ne mpabo aworo ni nyina kire se yade bia bewura nipadua num eno na akofa saa no ma na abeka nipadua no enti na me ne wudi nkomo ya me ne wo kasai ebia na wo de da ne da nyina wo nan na yetitiriti wonsa no na nyina ayetitiriti ama wo ho kirewa mesre wo se wo de beba Dr. Ban ho se de beye de wo befa mfidie mu na fe adekura akofa saa wonsa ne wo nan na yetitiriti ama ne mpabo akora hye wo na wo kora wu hu no ni nyina wo de ba Dr. Ban ho a ne yetwa akire na fe ye yiwa firi saa no ma ni nyina na wo ho ato we American se wo hweyen e wo ba bia pese wo hu ye ne eye Kumasi atonso ago ubo modern na ba ho a ye wo mfidie a Dr. Ban dia pa ura san mfidie nim epia yade bia ma ne wona ye tititi ama wonsa ye tititi ama da bia wo kompreni sa nanse ache wonsa ache wona no ni nyina be firi nipadua nim ama wonso ho ato ene obi atonsa wiemu wato nubone numu obi no monsa obi nubone no onum wi koken ahodo chesama nipadua ni nyina ye basa abusua ne de na chini saa enso krachi ya na baba we ehwo ntono esan nubone ne nsan mo awura mu nti we na Dr. Ban se wabɔ mpa ye ni bi na still enkwa de opa kire wo ne se bra no mfa aduru a waye na haban emfa nso aduane mu manipa kro oni odi wi a baabi kro bi enubone hya wota akonom onko ho biem wote nubone nka wote nsanka onum biem fi se nubone ne nsanse nipa bebre obu ananka ono na abusua no obehwe abusua no nenso ensanum bi otom nti ama adwuma kese bi a wo ye no yeyi na di amene wabetena fie ni nyina kire se eye ohaw kese se wukunu ana wunua bi ana oba bi betonsa wiemu dendenden akofa animguase ana akofa adwuma se ye biaba enu nti na Dr. Ban se watena se akeka haban abom a waye na dura wobegye bi ma wunua oba bi a watu nubone kokewi ene nsanom a wode so na aduane mu a odi aduane ne kɔ ne yam enne ade akye wode ba akosa so modi kɔ ade akye wode ba akosa so 4 days wode ye na aduane ma na eno ano no sensa ne tesɛn se wi ne tesɛn se koken ne tesɛn se nubone bia tesɛta mo ne na sefo nyina no onkɔ ho kwa no akɔfa bianom amanipadua na sɛi weye akwanya kɛse aba ma wa ubusuani enu nubone asɛ no oba Dr. Ban ho na no pay me no ka se na abagye aduro ni bi ekokoye saa de na ye kana saa nubone num ni nyina no ebe firi ne so afi enam ni wudi nkoma obi de ye kompo na ha no ye ka kompo a enye baabi ta wudi o minimu nko a na asese enwono baabi a ewo nipadua nim enti obi akoye operation me yi ne de enso aba eno na Dr. Ban se wo aduro betimi de awura nipadua nim akosa yade na nu nti amene aba ho na hye nipadua no baabi a ye frɛ ne kompo no ama na firi wo so enti na se wutie me na wo hwem ya de ye ka che won se o maame wo papa bubusuani bi eye kompo ya de eye gwaita ana wo nipadua no so a Dr. Baase bra no mu aduru be clean system no ama ade bia a hye no ho ama ne adane kompo no e be free nipadua num akọ fi se okoyi operation eye ba bi ba akọ na hye ne ye ho operation ba de kro na bobo ano ebe ye kompo no unya nkrini mfiri ho eno na Dr. Baase bra ne mu ahaba adura ebe wo huru nipadua no yade bi ewo mu no ama sa kompo no ema nipadua num bi enti chane so sa wo kompo yade a eye gwaita wo de beba Dr. Ba ena no pay enamu yade enamu nsa yade ha nkrofo bebre enam nkrofo bebre atete yade ahodo a chese wo ye no ho hwe nyeye ema ni bi kura de wo tete ana afi amomo awale kura yeden emema no so atimi atete sa yade na me na wo dwonso sem kura nkoye infection yade bi ewu nipadua no eye namu nsa yade bia no wo ba na ba ma so no Dr. Baase ena wode ho adura ba abelande Dr. Baase eye obi owo gonorrhea ana syphilis ana yade bi ewo namu nsa yade bia no wode ba Dr. Ba ho a ena no paya me ni wudi nkoma nyankopɔ adawroma obebo ama Dr. Ba de haban ama namu yade bia no afiri wo so ama ho so ho ato fi so obi namu yade ama ne ho ye ne hene obi hwe ne ba ma ho ana ni nipadua na ne ba ni nyina gu nsa perkese ni nyina kyerɛ sɛ oba Dr. Ba ho a san na namu yade akɔfa abrɛ wo no Dr. Ba de haban ebe pam ni nyina ama nso ho ato enne me kasa na me kasa fa obi a wanya adwene mu ha o mesrew se wonua bi abodam ana wanya adwene mu ha wa mesrew se ena no pɛ ya me no wo kasa ubetu anamon na do ani ebe kyerɛ Dr. Baase eye ho na dam adwene mu ha o yade no yama na duro ama na firi ne so mesrew se ena no pɛ utie mi ana utie mi ye obi wo ho a eye twere yade eye fam yade ene te ne so da ne dan nyina obrɛ ohunu ama ne mesrew o maami bi oba bi unua bi etwere yade etene so na pese saa etwere yade nimguase yade sabe efiri wo ba na unua bi so kwa ba bia wodi wani bekire ba bia obo ade na hyehye ade ama wo se yade ade afo ani kire ho no eye Dr. Ba aso eye ana betimi di wani akire de oba na ba ama etwere yade na etene so no etimi afiri ne so we nyira ye kan wo hwe Dr. Ba eye 0244 988 004 ubehu yekumase atonso ago ene ye di nkomo ani ye di nkomo afa nkwala ya wo omo a ene omu ntimi nante a ye didin bi ato omo so omu ye nsuo ba ene obi awo ne babo so me nkono wa sori ya betena ho akodi adanse ene nso edi mfie mienu ko akora wudi ni siwa na ni mu abu wudi ni gyina ho enyina ontimi nwia no ontimi nante we nyina na Dr. Baase bra ya so ye ho na akora wontimi nante wontimi nwia no ye hwe no ma nante no ontimi nko ene no kasa ne ye ka dompe ene kasa ho asem eno ne ye dwuma kese a ye wo Dr. Ba aso ye ho enti na no pese o maami bi ni kotodwe ene ye ne ya obre ewo ni kotodwe mfa ne bla Dr. Ba ho na ye hwe no ma sa yade na abewura ni kotodwe no emfiri ne so afa obi na chikase emu abiebie obi achikase ba akwa fratra ba akoso obi achikase eye ne ya obi achikase arewe obi achikase enti oda wona we nyina na Dr. Baase ena no pa me ni wudi nkoma yi oba ye ho a ye massage ho na agura ho a ye wo mfidi de ba ye wachinkase no na afi ye de haban no atoto wachinkase no so ama na yade bi ewu mu no na afiri wo so na afi ho ato enti obi o ha ewo ni kotodwe ana na chikase no ena anopa ya me ni wudi nkoma yi odi wani ebe kire Dr. Ba aso ye ho na yaresa de ye kan yaresa ne ye kan yare ha e wo so obowura ba bi a yetimi hwe yade ma ne ko sa wa nya ne sa na de wani cheche baabi wo de wani kwagigi nnuro bi ekono no mu ebe ma wo chikase na na se wo kotodwe na eya oya no atena wo so ache ene sisi yade afo ntie niye obi owo sisi yade bia ma mi bi ba ho ka kire se ni sisi ye ne yemfa haban ni bi yade ampa yade haban tata so ene ne ho ato no anopai yade kasa na abawieye de ya na mpese me ka kire wo se wo pese wo hwe yade ma ne kwa fo ni kire Dr. Ba ho anopai wo no atena se a wono hwe nipa dasani a yade wono so ye number edidi dwuma no eye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 and ye 0244 08 34 82 0244 08 34 82 Epacho Dr. Ba okumase atonso agu Aba hospital nechi ana nkran so ye was Spinters 18 junction me si anopai so opese wo yade kode a ɛne yɛ baabi baako pɛ na ado ani bɛkyerɛ ɛno na mebɔ di akyerɛw sɛ ɛyɛ ba nyankopɔn nhyɛ wo
Yamisha also minia. Okay, Jabi Ra Bank for Edinfia Dianai. Na Enfia Dianai ye dino and Niger Sopa ama your customers CHO Madieni. Anuntino say onzo Omeka family nuwa Tia CSL Barbe Kai Hona Yen and I the best raw banker 2023, the best raw bank in Ghana, Jabi Raw Bank. After 40 years, we are the best raw bank. Now your savings account, current account, Dachi account, share super so to be able to me. Now your interest rate and your loans, no, you're very competitive. Fixed deposit, money transfer, microfinance, yeah. Afei, yeah, what the friend cash collection say a year wedding engagement. Oh, yeah, punka sebi percebe you see can answer a frame 0271 409340 0271 409340. Over here was anti jabbing, your headquarters. I feel just so. Bonura Boasu Jabin Pancrono on Yen Roman Hill Magazine New Road Sepetin Pom Fumesani at the Smart Oberhuyen na me come full Sembrena Dro or the four Adoya Obeyano a bois amanipa and so hopan or see a drew nebias or the phobin Samadoye and yes I would jai or two for slow. Na papa obeye no mebusam tredusia also ya o de fam awurade na awurade betua oka eno nti ena me kamfo Sompa chede amount Sompa Foundation mfie miensani ene edi dwuma ya afina no ahia ne sa Ura October, ura November, man, I just say Brunya. Makrani be an inye no onsre. Nema a jankabini a wisia be any d. And nuntina one more and one sadi geisha corn beef. And ne sandia ye dinin na ye shenimo. A fe won 2 months or so. Ye be ne fabra, and near radin crapam, the head a radibe or brabum. Sika bet me dia support no. Ebi I want to mean koto and more. Ebi I want to kota wo de. Who say ubetime yi esika bi di aboa 0598559802 0598559802 and 0241272990 oko Sompa Kranza GCB building no mo afa Sompa Sunyane night market ana swame encheha ya DC house ya na bibia ye dey akoso imi proforce ye dey wo call China for 7 days na 7 days na ye call Guangzhou the hub of business na 2499 na 2499 return ticket and sana Chinese visa no ayaje airport transfer afa hotel ye no be che anopa bia e betwa breakfast. Now we see our meetings, factories, penny for suppliers, akodo, shipping companies, the agents, ombe boalo do near much say a full package. It's also called Abrichri and another China Kofa Nema. Now I would me a Quenya in year 2499. Friend 0244 924 45573 0244 924 573 and 0503 719515. Shaniso 8 November and the 2 Ako Guangzhou. Bayport, we give you the best fixed deposit with interest and all that. Yeah, the near Juma for the Dijumao. It is over down Bayport. Juma need the head then buy me Tianica. Omoni and no Dijuma. Yeah, investment in the Faho. And Bayport tells you can be rest assured. Yeah, international. So when it comes to financial freedom and liquidity, yeah, legit. Sikano Taho say dosopo. What the audience say? Open 91 days. A fixed deposit, 182 days or 365 days investment at your Bayport. Every city you invest with Bayport counts. Now, principal plus and interest and no always guaranteed in full at maturity. Ebia 3 months. Esonya. And it is something to say, Ebia 3 months crowd ya mine. Watch your 2 months emergency biaba osu hia sika ne bi ana yemfa ne nyina ma yen ka jo say wa yenti ebeto yente hwe ye be hwe na ye sika na bottle na ma na mfaso 2 months na nya so asa de account ho wo twa 6 months wo twa 3 osu hia sika ne bi eno ye betimi de amount ne asa ye reorganization being a rolling over the amount. Omo brofu bi omi so ndi omo amtime a. Over fresh 0244 363977 0244 363977 0558 119281 0558 119281 and then 0244 872238. Na only be port for atwetwe enkomo. Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you?
Heba Misha, I'm fine.
Good morning, Heba Misha. I don't know much. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing great.
I see you are a fan of.
I am not a fan. I am a member of BASA.
You are a member, rather.
Yes. Okay. There's a difference between a fan
and a member.
Let me tell you so. I'm a member. I am a church, BASA church member.
Wonderful.
We are Real Madridiana. Come Pamuano.
Who is a
good fans? Thank you. Last hour from Koteka and Combating.
Good morning, Heba Misha. TV news solo. Bacho, a corner, your packaging for fair, Eddie Gum. A drobio album said the TV for fair, Okonoma, Fayaria, who do one corner was a Konya Kawadi, Uncle Mine, a drawway, a general war being, a bois in the Pedrian and come one when the Pedrianum, Emily Pedriano, Etminia. Na hoden e de nante na onipa bia nkomo woni padum na ania hoden no ankloma na obatia asemesi 2 months otumi yare 5 times 1 year de na wa yare bobroja yare ni ne chi no bekwa ye sabia hodo ye bema ni nduro bi o se ye de ma no na no ho nto no enti obi tumi ka say eduro na ye papa hospital nduro ni ye we obo ni padu nkomo no nya strong enti akoba ni sa eduro bi a wanom asase su bi ani ho a ne ho tumi to no eno and I make a show say some common when you pay bet my great na I strong na e protect akondi etian yare wa hodo bia when you pay mama sabi we yare da kurumpa wodo medura ho atowa age se wunya good morning Heba mixture edure yare TV so age se wunya anu bi na wanonom na aboa enu nti ene se general wa bi no yantwan ento ma yare fonko a wo yare o won yare o eboa ye na yan yare ne mo amoyare no mo amoyare kra de eboa mo pa efrishe obi yare na okono eduro we amade bia na waye active oman akroma de bia me numbi esika mu na me bugu no ma no pa wi ani anajo se de etia ne se de be ya me nipadua no de biara da ebe ye strong enu nti no se obi so wo yare na yare ben esansa eduro no eye moja ede ntini mu adwumenti se obi wo se me da sori anapa me honam ase ya bomi obi a oda so na pass na honam ya bonu bia ni ho a on pedro but ayeresa bia na okọ ni sika kura ye ko bodin ye ko tudin na yem hihye no enu nti ene ye di nubra ni nkohini ni nuahini ni nuabran ya keka bomu dia ye eduro ye na nanom titimburo na ne ye nonom ama ye ho ye dende ema ye ho ye dende enu a ene ye di ato wo no enti wo behwe TV no so na wakope eduro e fa ne say good morning Heba mixture wanonom na honam yawo na de bia betena wo so no ti say ye di so hye miamia age say ye di ye ma body one pain I just said inkusasa ya still sister ama wo bo akoko wo bo abere wa by force papa o ya bo akokoro by force mesraw nom eduro besiesie ni pedua no mam wogina brane eye good morning Heba mixture another TV no so no afa obi hwa me esanse eduro no ye moja ni ntini mu adwumenti obi da soro anapa osemani so bremi eduro wi ani so bre no anadwe ni so bre no nti okoda kura na wosuro me pa chaw eduro we no obi ti se ye kasa pa se mo eduro de se da musika se ni mo eduro pepepe adan yo se mo kasa de mo eduro no so eye papa eye no kore nti se o da sore na wota hu es eni so bre eni ade na mesrew eni de ni ahobrase mu kope eduro e fa ne se good morning Heba mixture no ene de TV no so no pe good morning Heba mixture ene de so no trust obi e ben obi agbo wan kroma benye bi ato enu nti obi susu temi na smoking na say me da sorry am say me titiriti na wotwinie me nan me tumi fensi fom ayed ne say asoro sorry bi sa ayed titiriti titiri ye nanum ye manum me ma me be so run about in my bufa so koba ne ade a onya da aje kwa anya ne ho aduro me pa cho ekoba ni sana wo kodwemu a wo de tam good morning Heba mixture na fa show bag ni mu sa wo kwotena dwemu wo menimi se wo ma enti na wo bre yo mama ebedu mre bi ese wo tena se na wo ma ehwew afa ya chinkosua ma ye ma obrodu na ade no doctor si ni adwane we na ye chiri unwane bebre me pa chaw enne ya yo ho aduro na wo kodwemu ba koba no wotumi enya honam enya strong body e de gina wo na so to good morning herbal mixture ni bi foto wo badum fako dwam ho wo de wote wona wo nya adwane bi di a wanom bi ewiem ho nya adwane bi a wanom bi minim say ma me manyimre kura ya mu didi edwam nti enyimre no kura no didi kakra odwam a na wanom nti wo beduru fie no na digest kama na wo de akoda emade bia no wo nya pomden de bia no wo ya strong wo de kode ba me pa cho good morning herbal mixture drugstore na wo dan echi drugstore na wo dan enim ho no drugstore na wo mantem ho no wo de wura wa simple good morning herbal mixture ankra man fe obi tie mi nimpedua na ekura no bianca sending kase hye wo nimpedua ni mu bia abere bia ote ye wo broni si joint pain no di bia ote ye wo mpa cho mesrew sa woda sore ne nimpedua ni esi wo no asa wo yare so wo yare mpa cho ma eduro we bi nsi umpoma na chi wo de fridge so office so se eye bag ma fatum driver ni fatu wo car ni mu se de be ya abere na abere no bia no obetumi anom bi na aboa good morning herbal mixture eye eduro bia esanse eye moja ni ntini mu adwumenti obi ho se ne chinkasa no etutu no eye den na ama wo chinkasa etutu anopa wia na anwi sister me pa cho se wo tie mi a to eduro we bi fama wukunu se ye wanso atobi se ye wo maame atobi ma no da no mama yare ba ye wo mento eduro mu o mo se o ma ye nyini misro enye nyini eye yare de ebe manabo wo a wo be hu se enye nyini mo ma eye yare ne se pe eduro e fa ni se good morning herbal mixture penu no bi na wo de fesi mu nkyɛn ma berewa makokora mesraw anapa wo ye bibi kokoko kakra bi dia na wanom bi ewie wo yɔmpa bi a na wadi enyimra na wanom bi na aboɔ sɛ de ɛbɛyɛ a wo ma ne be hu sɛ sɛn ye nyini ne mu mɛyɛ yare na etu ase ewie a watumi abose de amasa fewrade oba bi hwɛ me etie mi na smoking na ne sɛ me de amukeke de meme de no de me nsabuo na ɛha mi o na mo aduro ne bɛboa me ma me nkrɔfa no me de adanse papa obi se 2 days na aba na etwa obi se 3 days na etwa onyankopon ye ne 7 days ti mi bisa wo say 2 days na ba ya okay and ye na 3 days 5 days na aka no ehemfa na wo kakran wan hwa fe fibroid na wo kwakoye ho operation ebra ni ntino yentumi mubɔ ni na so no ubu nsa na wote ye opa e wo wayase abache edura bedi wakagine mu aboa wo eye good morning herbal mixture good morning herbal mixture wo dwa so papa bi hwa me ose me dwonso a mete ye opa wo me be memu me pa cho no good morning herbal mixture obi se me ne me yiri hia na me hu sane me a eya na me be memu ya me ya pa cho no good morning herbal mixture obi se me edura na dwuna me koda wan kroman me ntumi nda medam paso apresa no good morning herbal mixture unsebuo na ba nsuo na ebe na tesen moja ne tesen me pa cho no good morning herbal mixture na nsiesie o kama oba bi hwa me ose me ni atenka me ne be me hia adwa sa me da ama be me ne complain na complain me pa cho no good morning herbal mixture eduro bi bisa me se ende na papa wo kasa hefa ene menye eduro bi ato ubekuma se a ya to apeti bebia me pa cho uko ashtan wa kolinako ho Freddy Mens ubenye bi won ho ato Misty Herbal ubenye bi won ho ato afei PFA awatafo kwantempo no do new road ho uduru ho a wobenye bi ato ankroman enya nakora sanso na oyerepafo apro san mu eye Promise Herbal uduru ho a edum prison side ho no benye bi ato afi akrafo a mo hwe me pacho tinatet Accra Okenshi drug lane tinatet Herbal Repash Herbal benye bi ato afi Hello Herbal benye bi ato so ashaman na wo hwe me a ashaman for mesramo mo beko eye Equus Pharmacy ewo main station wana Equus Pharmacy ubenye bi ato afi Widima Pharmacy ubenye bi ho ato dia mede soro so takrade for AA Mensa ubenye bi ho ato da na ankroman ka say omo kan nimede Herbal yen asanfo ne fa nimede but eye nimede Herbal unya bowuro ho a ubenye bi ato ko for for be Gapson Pharmacy and Beno Pharmacy udru sunya na moze your number 0246 59 41 17 number na good TV no so 0246 59 41 17 offer na ye busy 0553 21 35 87 0553 21 35 357 0553 21 35 87 ofra no masimu bia ya bobo nkoma e bro dia meka yeso na ya kire ose de duro no.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
The member of Basa.
Thank you. Abo Bemedi.
Wonderful.
Nyamenka ho. Clarence Atapo Kunedi say.
Oh ba me we.
Doctor. Trahama me. And yenya special guest. yɛne na di nkɔmmɔ Ghana fo bebre no omo tie Sompa de omo nsiase yɛne Dr. Jalula Atiku lecturer political science yɛdwen nkɔmmɔ ɛne de ɔno a nanim nie aba Kumasi no se Sompa fo meba mo nkyɛn doc ya mo ache mo akwaba
minya mejo so
na no a odi fufuo de
nyamya do midi fu
ma obi di kama onya pilo kama so da so kama atara bia boko de ya do ba de ase we ba cho mo fa Afro Barometer no to TV no so na yene mpedifo edwetwe nkoma no pay. You can join us live on Facebook, that is Sompa 93.1, on TV, YouTube Sompa TV Ghana. What will influence voters' choice? Last week, Mubakaya edwetwe nkoma na NCC for the Niemenum. Now, major at time was, help me here, it was education.
Education,
employment, health,
roads and infrastructure,
and then economy. So we were surprised why the economy did be so Ghana for soon in number 5. But they chose education, they chose employment, they chose health and road and infrastructure and this. CDD for say Yawada almost the same so ebeba. But I know you show way. At the end member etime gina woswama oko gina so ato aba. Candidates na MPP NDC independent ne wan more LPG no me uni nyina no. Ghana for ha mo bu pa duoso miensa se. Wa mo be gina candidate no nipa ko a ye friend flag bearer no. Ni pepeyem ni honesty. Se nipa wey betimi dem ho ato no so. Okasa betimi tie. I waye bi pain. Aye bi wafo. Ento no okasa obeye. Enya ni oka na odu ani to ncha wo tena so a wonye. Edun so say be hwe ni honesty kakra. Ena num say de ye hwe kra. On de de kro. Afa candidate ni suban. Ahamo bu pa di oso say an. Nipa de suban na kire obobre na kire ni obeye. Tedioson edun wo twese o me yesubane kakra ensiase o de ko yam koto after campaign promises manifesto no ene ne omo shebo wo simpie so no o ma duasa mienu ena me bisa say then the promise bebrebe ne se ne nke hu hia o but aduonu so o mbe kakra aduasa num so o mo hwe kra after nipa no a o na tua pamu e ka say running mate presidential candidate no na tia pemu 21% say ombe 49% so chey na le on e koto aba manana ye hwe kra 24 so ombe kakra apai sikasem 65% say ultimate pesika me dada no ono na dwene wa CDP obeto onto be mu ndo obeto ultimate mbo sika edunum si ombe kakra edunum so si de amfa na ga uta Ghana ma mento afei ethnicity krobe no ofire obonton be abusia be no obo hamo abupan aduasia nan se ye hwe se wo ye sremni ana se wo ye dagari ana se mamprusi ana dagomba ana wo ye asante ana fante ana ofiri sehwi se wo nya de a ye ntoma ena afei gidie be na wo Ohamo Bupendu Baku. Mamenko, Dr. Jalula. Doctor, why do you think Ghanaians are looking at taking this trend?
You mean me dase me for wa fidi so na me ntia watie fo nyina. Said the first time I remember studio ni.
That's right.
Studio na efe.
Yeah, that's
it. Efe. As usual me twi no en shada nka papa nti no mo mfa nti.
Dey wo kana ye pe.
Me twi a special one. Abato ejina na ma bebre eso I to me influence voters.
Okay.
So the fact is no dey edoso. But eba ayi say we try to look at near ewon hipa na etumi influence onipa no dodo. Fact is nyina dey ewo ho bebre.
Okay.
But near edimu akotene any factors ben. And to share this particular question na CDD and CDD one of the most credible institution in bar research or my moi yemfa any agro so what you say and you know so mo the data say eba ade a etimi eboa in so many ways. And you know, so we share data na aba I'm very happy about it. So especially say ultimately say we share the bottom you know say and I say be a sika between I influence you be and I say be a ethnicity and I say be a religion eba down it's
encouraging. 65, 64, 62. It's very encouraging.
Yeah. Just say a friend say because we share you know large you know. Just say
na yes sa na mama yensa na bebre no kane bi na
first no na
edim no atia ba from bra yes
until no boa it's like people are becoming aware.
That's right.
So what you say because it's about your development your mpuntu. It's not about say bia we minua na say e di so e na ontimi nya bibia betumi asesa family no na asesa you know was a essence bia e beto aba ama ontino. So I'm happy say people are getting to know say sanema we you know entimi emwaye then you betumi aboaye no say we are getting there until who the candidates are honesty.
That's right.
Because say wo nya gidie bi ewo onipa emu a eno nso na be ma betumi de wo support no bibia amano say me de bibia ye nyina ntumi Crofona ye omo man so we president so we minister so we member of parliament no and so mo ni nyansa sene obia you know but ye nyina ntumi enye enti no enti na ye there a ye be elect ebi mu say mo represent here na mo nhye papa a betumi ama ebibia akokan enti no largely no wodi obi mu a eno kura na betumi ama wo support bia a wo se bibia onipa na hia bia no obi support the bema na say ne be ya obetumi aye hyepa ebeboa eno so ntina se wodi gidie so hye obi pa so no onipa no so
odi hwama
na akoye ye fence na akoye so I think it's a very good thing. So about honesty is very, very key because honesty in government so because say honesty our government na corruption be beripa ye kade bia say dream catastrophe ni krono manfo you know say wo sa ne ewo mu a etumi ma enema say no eba form so very, very, very important. So if people are ranking honesty and the character because we honesty is 73%. We share the character of the person. The character also me. And Ubisa Francisca say the character no eden.
No mo eden
no di ejina so. So when character no baby never bebre. The way if you kasani nipa is one. Obi oho usuban say bia obi oho utimi so nipa no wasika. Osu so nipa no wasika obu nipa.
Obu
ambrase. Obi so ho akakra wo kakra ntiro pese ewiase bibia ti say
journey ahantan
and you know so people tend to offense omo de omo gidie ehye sa nkrofo no ntino character ade a ehia and going to elect your leadership no character ehia because we good character and no betumi aboa oman no because there are so many things that you expect as society as Africans as Ghanaians no ye wo ye mra I say ye fa ewo ntitiye ye wo a ye kire say enye entino ye nyina no ade a wo say ye in Bible eka ye ho so wo good character you exhibit those things.
That's right.
So entino wo school kura wo free wo fie na so wo boarding house and tie na ye dia ama wo fie no wo kwa ye say ambassador ema family no entino wo ya de papa ye bo abasudi na hadu
ye ma
abasubo a enti na chese family you know bia
aniache
so wo elect people with very good character omokoye ade na se bibi papa eba oman no a yani eji ye president ko bibi na ko kasa na ye a o nya ni party ekura or represent wo oman no you become happy say you with this kind of person. The same thing also na say uko years ka wo very bad character sika ye dey asha won say ministry ebia mo fan ko A B and C na say wako squad sika ni nyina eba oman no people will talk about it. And you know I mean character honesty you know say campaign promises
campaign
right?
promises
yes.
Aha no na bi mo say They be almost me almost shebo.
Yes.
But Ghana for the Assam you see or no.
Yeah, it's true because parties have promised Ghanaians and have failed before.
Okay.
So what you are saying? People are saying all this because Omo engineer Sobi. Parties have promised. So what you are saying? We share NDC, we share MPP. They have promised.
And
so what you are saying? And let's say we share a vice president. There are so many audios people play out there. In this particular, I say encounter be or having with the media recently. Obi people say, who can say nurses are suffering, doctors are suffering, lecturers are suffering, everybody is suffering. So what is the status of the person and because people are asking, say, in the man I be you know,
but you know.
So what you say? NDC ebe my you say one-time premium.
Yeah, 2008.
National health insurance. One-time premium. So there have been promises by political leadership and as a politicians I want to me and for failing. So people do not want to put trust power into campaign promises because they promise
and fail.
And then they fail.
Okay.
But yet to me can say but looking at what because we shared the last 2016 election in particular, we shared that people had every hope to say in them to me as people had hope in the Nakufo say in them because there were so many if NDC Fokura at that point there were so many NDC Fokura Omunya GD said no from
let's
the way it's like this president Oba and never people had that hope. So if today MPP is facing challenges, it's all also born out from the expectations that people had. There's so many people. Because let me share my uncle Professor Jampu, and one of the audios. Saw video recently. Now I was watching this. Now I said, "Otunika was me to president me to Mika if to about Emma because I had hope in you because I believe you represent A, B, and C." But and then you want to fight dissent or something. So that expectation, people had that expectation. So you could do baby say promises, one for failure. So Ghanaians are actually raising issues because of our experience.
Okay.
And so it's a warning to political parties. Don't just take the citizens for granted. Moko Rawa campaign, you are promising. May I say, constituency I will do A, B, and C.
Quickly, no, I can't.
Whatever you are doing today, then that's 4 years, Baba. 4 years. We are there.
Lip service.
Exactly.
And now who crowd and now it's a share.
Yes. So if you maybe the next time we could do, what are you going to tell them? We catch them and say this particular akwanyi I mutuma mina meba within 1 year the next 4 years you are that 1 year you will be going back to the people asking for their vote. So they'll be asking questions. So if people are Usha campaign promise we expect to say it's because of the SCPEN. So right. People do not want to put their hopes. But hope say good character. Very honest. I think that for them would be better than all the other. So we share running mate, for example. I think running mate, is also another issue. So basically, let say we share running mate. It's once it is there because people are going to once you are going to have the president.
64% says running mate doesn't matter.
Yes, because we share in some areas it me in some ways because we share running mate say especially NDC running mate or central region 2020 elections. So 2020 elections, whereas NDC we need majority seats in central region. Over presidential Nana Akufo-Addo won in 19 constituencies. Okay. NDC won only 4. Yes. Meanwhile, Prof. Jane Nanopoku Efri central region were running mate. So sometimes it depends. Uba Mahmoud Baumia vice president the constituency. Even in the region, previously not NDC, but the last election, I think from 2016, about 2020, which means North East region, among to Emma a running mate. So sometimes it depends. But I'm also happy say people know very well say at least the president will be there. The running mate will be there to support the president.
Okay.
But sometimes there are some people who also vote for the president because of the running mate. We can't, and that is why you still have some number of
12% saying that
who look at the running mate. They will look at the running mate. Ebia obi baka se bia we oba anase bia we
minister we
say energy minister
ebia ho ahi kura ntimeto atia no
bisu ho ahi nti no betumi ato atia but numbers no even though very low, but I'm very happy say talking about ethnicity and then
money, gifts and favors,
faith, religion
and religion.
And cash. Say we are Christian, say we are Muslim, say we are Christian, say we are Denyo, and then cash. Near here and say ubi a beto aba amano. So because Uba and this the major parties. Mostly
MPP and DC.
MPP and
NDC.
Look at the two of them. All of them are coming from the same area, from the northern region. The one from northeast, one is from Savannah. Oshe Mahama, as a person, he's a Christian. But majority of Nabusia Fono are Muslims. So Dr. Mahmoud Baumia also are
Muslim
or a Muslim. But certainly you have Christopher. So in Ghana, so it's very good to say people are not people should not be, those things do not take us anywhere. And yet about say I will know nipa na ko a sumba ko so ko bom bae ne no nia mo beto abama na obetimi aye nhihye pa betumi ama oman no ako oman no kai ko na ehia ye so man no ebe develop ya na kire say if say Christians or Muslims why ye nyina benefit.
Okay, Dr. Jalula na mote say na twetwen common article from Department of Political Science Airwork University of Ghana Legon ata Mamimra won chani and share we'll look at the second one. The second one on to Mami on the issue of say over to Obama, presidential and parliamentary candidate from the same political party and Alberto skirt and blouse. They said 58% as Omoberto from the same political party, Ottoman parliamentarian and Otto. Presidential and parliamentary candidate from different political parties, 15%. Independent presidential and parliamentary candidate, 6%. Other combination, not candidates from the same political party, 1%. Not decided on how I'm going to vote, 7. I will not vote, 9. I don't know. Tuka, 7. 9. Eboma, 16 plus 3. You're looking at about 19% of Ghanaians are. I said they are undecided. Atamaminchu.
If you get the first graph, it feeds into this.
Yes.
And them say respondents now or more responding to survey or more survey or more I can say it will be the same people responding to these set of questions too. Now when we are in an era of heavy political cynicism. Amanyo for Jumedi omudini krum hano. Timemufono do na abonyo so.
Okay.
Nti omu ni akomapa.
Emma
amanyo sem. Any amanyo for.
Okay.
Now Dr. Jalo, like I said, the promises that go around within 4 years, when you baba house no.
Na do.
Ni bisa say, oba can't say train. Na ye ne say. Away. Ebona o share away. You see, for the presidential candidates, throughout the campaigning period, and the ensuing 4 years, waba krumu abroswa 2 or 3 times. Ebi kra ba kope, and I'll be hunu. But when you are a parliamentary candidate, you would have to go back to these people frequently. Campaign cycle on the Sunday starting. Oh, when elections, you are kodasi.
A year be our
now social programs a year bedin to our year.
Also, to add that could be because honorable. You quite know who can say so they keep reminding you.
Now, the way I hear grassroots politics, Krumano, MP no wo dibre edin any resources a chain the DC. Until for everybody involved, Pemu Nankasa president in Niwa, Nana Musini in the DC.
MP no. Ono na onso omu hu so omo ne was social contract because yan to abama DC, the to abama MP. But can't we change the status quo? Because the resources from government comes to the district chief executive or the municipal chief executive. Perform cry. No, they also run behind the MP. Now DC na didn't na home fie nine no. Adwuma also wo no wanye. But down the data bon say enibre na ko MP no so because only a to abama no. Be wa resources no so I fra ban mu ba no. Eba DC ho. Eti clinic bi na o se ye ne anya. Almost the MP. No be e ko bonus obo. But say DC na bi kra sika ne ban so bia wa watem.
Omanhene medal CP cyclical. It shall say the moment I ever to DC, but if we had been able to correct that in the referendum, say to me buyer, it was not only going to change Senate and district assemblies governance, and Quebec campaigning for the position of a member of parliament forever in this country.
That's right. That's right.
Because the moment who said you're to Abama DC, none the primary agent of development. I was campaigner. To Abama me, Mema Obana ko school. To Abama me, Mema Obana nya adwuma ewo services num. To Abama me, Mema be ye kwan ya ma.
See, the narrative will shift to the DCs and MPs. Okay. Now MPs no there. Ebe hwe obi a onim DNA.
I love
Nyansa ewo mrashem essence eh. Abrante bia eso free burger bia ba no ya wanya cash.
No abitu obi. MP adwuma no networking, lobbying, and your ability to speak to issues.
Okay.
Normal mensa oko parliament bia in any foreign democracy, a Western democracy no any. Yeah, hano MP ba this or shebo into the MP would have to feed in to the 58%. MP bia ni GM no. I was 58% no. Me MP for Adaklu constituency. 100 NDC stronghold. So 58% of Ghanaians intend to vote for the presidential and parliamentary candidate. Until me say my campaign presidential candidate. And by virtue of geographical location into so Adaklu na NDC air allocating resources. Omo check yemfa ne man kwa ne nko boy candidates a. O de na obenya no. It's because omo say ha de eye den.
What dia?
Nti o de friend the shoestring budget. And a winning seat no. One more cabibre. Ubeba parliament, you are forever indebted to your party because not only did they make you a parliamentary candidate, almost so and Omodoba parliament. Ubeba Kumasi. So we a member of parliament. Oh, me a member of parliament for Otafo Pankrono. Say a big NPP base. Say a check resources Ashanti regional. Tafo dieno ye be hwe ni ye kakra because baby a to abado do na ema NPP over the period.
Because I want go ahead Robonso.
58%. The last elections, one of the things that really stood out. Time. Nana Akufo-Addo edi free SHS ebaya. Oyi the burden of school fees every MP's common fund.
Yeah.
Nti nyoma ananka wo ode be ko medetua school fees and crowd do say metua school fees and crowd do say metua school fees no.
How?
No discard here then. If you look at it again, Dr. Daula said it. I didn't think Akufo-Addo win so massively in Central Region, but there then MPs lost big time. Or government in power, or resources are any thing to say, or be our opposition. Now, or president Ebeba, or constituency abe campaigning as president, the state apparatus will be there for you. But president Abe will never lose.
Skirt and blouse course okay.
And there are baby brave.
Now even 2020, deputy ministers 21 lost their seat. Absolutely. 21 deputy ministers of MPP lost their seats. Deputy ministers, they are resourced. Yet they lost.
Next time in the 2028 elections, say a survey we survey significantly larger pool of people. Now you been say some percentage na 58 currently. About former bedroom anywhere 40 to 35, the MPs are in trouble.
Which
now,
means skirt and blouse will be
you would have to find ways to win the seat for yourself as a member of parliament or a parliamentary
and
candidate.
not your presidential candidate.
So yeah, OTB. Oh, now a party crowd, now buying a party of resources, mayo. Intimia, me name and for name more remun kakra. That is how it's actually supposed to be done. Party never be so was seen. Name one a wo person.
More than more.
And it's your resources that must go in. I'm happy. It's nearer 60%. In no time, this thing will drop. Name say to me at the referendum, voting for MMDCs, you would have changed that landscape forever.
Okay.
Significantly. Because at that point, the primary agent of transformation and development in the constituency or district is no more the MP, but is the DC.
Now let's look at the three. Not decided on how I'm going to vote. I will not vote. Don't know. People refuse to even say, if you see this figure, about 19%.
Namin Paibon said the 9 would rather be the 3.
I will not vote. No.
Yeah. But if you have a significant number like that, we can't crib not 10%.
Yes.
10% decides elections in this country.
Or card will be also on
10% is capable of deciding an election in this country all the time.
How do you convince such people to come back?
Nipa say, you find the practical. And never been see in the last 8 years. I be man Adrian say, I be me go to here. So let me give you a perfect example. Mami bia ode ne ba a school ne ba no nyame ayadom we ne ba ne be wie school 2016 university na mami no yai da dem because osafa DKM omo enya sika ne bi.
Okay.
Sika ko share DKM na ekem. Mami ne ba ne nya adwuma ne owie school no nya adwuma a national service ahwe ne mami kakra krama even yaya no yaya nkra say wetima tena se kakra ne ba ne za 8-year period no aye adwuma bobo ska no kakra say me nya se me mami me family sika ne nko DKM ne mum me de beto local bond TB na china bi me mami hia sika ya atonra mfa so be ba ho no ono no so asafa haircut ne bi
domestic debt exchange DD.
So now you look at that family, if they tell you me twaba
because they've suffered.
That's where we are. And I'm sure this example would resonate with quite a number of people. Politics, no, is for the politicians. But the policies that the polity brings affects the citizenry.
Yeah.
Obiani what the effect of political decisions econ scheme to say the citizens of the republic. Yekotwaba e penny yekotwaba e say ni nyina no e bibi na yepe say ndada setena no it's not good enough. Now okambo no krama me yemhye me more because the 3 of them I don't know have refused. Am I in 12 and then not decided on how I'm going to vote.
7.
Now all these people need to be whipped in line.
Yes. And how do you whip them?
You'd have to convince these people with messages.
The message is using 32%. Almost to say, almost said down from home to
so. So now, where is the honesty? That's the last card you play.
Yeah.
My honesty.
Take me back to the first one.
The honesty.
First one.
The honesty should be able to bring people to the table.
And do Ghanaians believe in the honesty of a politician? Based on Uti, Dr. Jalula, it is based on the promise you gave that you could not fulfill, that your honesty become dishonest. As someone who can say them toso. Campaign promise be on. If you take NPP for instance, Obi Betimaka say Nana Akufo-Addo has been honest with free SHS. Obi Betimaka say, but they were not honest with the economy. Until the narrative becomes where the person is situated. Say, well, Kroma, ebi obehe economy. Oni Kroma, ebi obehe free SHS. Obi wo Krokitu apemua obeye Greek. Enti diversity atatoaso.
See, you are referring to diversity. In politics, no? Regardless of how you look at it, it reflects differently based on where you are.
Yeah.
Agric policies for the southern and middle belt, fertilizer incentivized. In the northern belt, the agriculture there, it's not like the one we do here.
It's more of seedlings and water.
And then providing pathway for livestock. Nti bebia ne ujina aseme also ka. I remember the 2008 elections very well. You know, chasing the elephant into the bush. I've forgotten the exact page, but I remember Atakenika said, Omoko campaign, Tolo. And then the Anakuvadu came out and then said, or the mechanized agricultural inputs, the bad tractor, any other combined harvesters, I don't know. But when Professor Mills went to that same place, he told them, say, me buy ya catch me, say fertilizers. Muhia. And then nyoma ebe boa ama mwana moye ono omotimi enyi kama. In his view as a communications director of the campaign in 2008, Professor Mills identified with the locals more with his message.
And he communicated well.
So it's always down to segmenting the message or crafting the message with the exact geographical location in mind. When you craft it like that, on your return, it's no more a message. Right after the elections, when you win, it becomes a policy for them. Or so it becomes a policy for you too. Next time, about baby say, oh, neo catch
Why Anna?
So it's very, very significant. Very, 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 very. Imagine, say, one of these presidential candidates would mount any of the platforms in the 6 northern regions and then go out, all out. Oh, you may make sure that Galamsey near Kosovo had missed stopping in. Galamsey is not profound there as it is in the middle belt.
It is at Boli Bambo area, but not
it's
that
not profound.
Untimi Fanto to Ashanti and Eastern and Western.
It becomes distant message.
No more any. And it's all catch a northern region say maybe the free SHS Bremo. And I may be chef free HS Mokina. No. They have enjoyed it all their life.
They know it better than you do. And see, I'm particularly intrigued about the progress we've made with money, gifts, favors.
Yes.
I'm very happy because now people are not even afraid. And more amount for who some discount and then record
20 out.
20 out. No, I can just say discount. Yeah, to swam. Na eya saying democracy no. So you go pescabia or baby or bar. Maybe only among for people that have ambition and those who are already in parliament. Or when you could make a good shot for a parliamentary seat. No network, no social responsibility. Into bet me a branch bia or real school or a national service we are not so babet ne crazy. Metra de ha he knows
a building
a building a solid network.
And yet
on this canon.
To
You look at how
finally Yemsha character no. Honesty and character, I'm beginning to have this thing. And then the same.
So, Boakye perception.
Which is honesty.
But then the character is the have you done it before? We can judge your character.
Yeah.
And some of our catcher in maybe no. Who do ye juma? A Bobby our share no. Who do ye juma? Ubejina haka say chere no. Okoba and then I'll become him.
To we were no quaffle.
Exactly.
Ujini dia, oh how.
Whilst the honesty bit for me is more distant and perceptual bias induced,
character is seen and physical.
These are people we've known. Look at His Excellency, the former President of the Republic, the NDC's presidential candidate. He's been through the mail. I don't know for candidate. No. He's been through the mail. From district assembly level to MP, deputy minister, vice president, president. At every point of that leadership ladder, uni nipa ene di nkita ho
yeah
omo a wo fra wo hia wo no omo na wo sane a wo be hia wo san nkita ho die no wo hye Boliban boy parliament citizens no Bobby now ni omo nkita ho te sen wo be ye communications minister no wo hye Bobby net sen wo be ye vice president no ne oni ye di niye wo be ye president no only in the near or quite way so.
Saying a Ghana for whom.
And you see, one of the things about character is that it vindicates on both sides.
Yeah.
And time is the ultimate judge. Until the never be our catcher maybe a tremolo, and then maybe a hair. Not Audrey and white dream pa, and Audrey and white dream bonnie. Me a vice president.
And I touch the massum pro.
Debbie.
Elections we are there who are AD 2 major presidential candidates ninya omanuma sem and NPP for the afore omanpani Jomama menim pass omanpani Jomama say no nim say free SHS bedroom pempen so we are kasa bi of free SHS nkonka ya am say ono no say 2 billion kon fa nkoye hwan ono no say Ghana for nyina hu say men nyemfom so na nations bi ayem from so of free SHS ho ama mamuntie obi de na dwene a ode peso di bu man a desperate a politician one na nado ba o me agina simpie so no kasa am say nyo na aka say waje ayi wache dollar de akoma IGP na ne safo na wai enyo wa na aka say if the foreign if the fundamentals are weak the foreign exchange will explode so ade di omunya passes aye omumienu nyina ensem omuka gu ho ene social media pro ya omapen Jomama sem a waka fa galamsey ho ene de okaye ne oka ne brebi no makoyi aba de ba omi akaye efa ayi 11 ho oka so betwema no makoyi aba enti uye politician I don't know ata if this election should speak to you about words. Sometimes we chant them on political platform thinking we were. I remember Fifi Kote, if you remember, setting the record straight. For the gold now, why you say was it that when the cock or the chicken came to roost, you say, as some like a chairman said, it was a political talk. I tell you the rap.
So again, another opportunity for us to sanitize mediated communication. Omanhene Yaw the way in the level of citizen journalism Abayan system. You see, first, now political communication discourse mediated. Say better be free a man of phone and I'm central Makoso. And sana be dream. Now in central Makono editorial and as a gatekeeping policy. It's almost CV.
Easy and on you see the way never.
And somebody be because of editorial policy, I use of your and it's more audio no life.
And that's what they
this is where they tend to crack. Then, what you better recording the sending outcome on
near the atom.
Into the heard the number of times someone will say I've been misquoted. It's been doctored. It's not come back as a man can say.
Because Osman proof.
But then Obia proof maybe. The political communication discourse is not as mediated as before in the past.
Yeah.
It's in Sambia or Cambiano. I say receipt or near police receipts now. It's your best simple. Unya Niger now also more handles no. So corners on the grassroots ni interact.
Hey, when you crowd on the elbow. About mom and for Mucha, Brian Champo. Yay, you can't be a first year by your farm. I've was in your Salam Khan. I did see the elbow.
You know, it's good for
but this election, we say Ghana for Mobi. You can't deceive them with those sugar-coated words and political. Okay, I was here for your birthdays now. Member Dr. Jalula Hobio and nay Clara Nyamiche Brefo of New Mission Academy. Oh papa ya Brefo of Sapphire Gardens and no many siblings now yama 3 Kwa in Shaba Nana ya Nyante Chua Adonai Abba Amma Kwala Dinwa Nana Yaw Dantechiwa Adonai. From Nana Yaw Mankwa of Sompa FM. Okay, Vera of Pankrono CYO. Today is your birthday. From Nana Bosika, Nana Kansa Bodu Ayeboa for Chiame to you. Janelle Sewa Boatin of Britannic International School. From your father Yaboatin of Chronicle. Happy birthday to Olivia Usu of Enziman Kwanta. And then a student of Efia Kubiampem. From your sister Gifty Aka. And this one says Aurama Ejapoma of Trinity Foundation. Your mom is Bema of St. Louis. Priscilla Usu of New Life International School. Today is your birthday, little girl. David German Portfolio, the international MC. And then your World MC's Day. David. That's my boy. Portfolio. As you celebrate your day, you've really taken MCship to the next level. I salute you, my son. God bless you. All right, Madam Jane from Ike of Tanoso and Neyawawoda, Kwekua Jemandia of Ashtown SDA. From your mom, Samuel Fori Debra, New Spring Assemblies of God Music Director, Wesu Free Abnaho, and Richard Boakye of Angel Group of Companies. Also, so birthday in near. Okay, Dr. Jalula.
Jalilu, yeah.
Jalilu, sorry, Dr. Jalilu.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
We produce a Mami Jalulanti. Initially, when I saw Jalula, I thought it was the MP for what's the name? Pru East. This is Jalilu. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. You hear the political temperature. You hear campaign. It looks like this very campaign has been issue-based than ever. Am I wrong to say that?
I think I agree with you because even though we are now getting very closer to the election, but we are hoping that near Ekoso, it's like the parties, you know, say Ghanaians or bien who say be about your governance near election. Who say 92, no, it's like a hubium say Ebekwa to Aba. Say ebe kɔ ni e ba say no ye wo hope say e den aba no ye beto aba e den ye be banyu bi a oba bebu oman no amaye so now na minua e kan about citizen journalism say bibia obeye kukuom bia o se bia baby even wa party wo se o party for krana say wo ka nsemi krana nya ya e be pia ba
oh yeah say obi on ma ojaw
exactly
the enemy we did
yeah
osafo for amani hunu
opese obi na eye candidate no
osafo for amani hunu
entino obe how entino your friend say etama candidates no so I measured going straight to the issues because nearly I say promises na aye so omunim say now people are holding them to check asking questions say oka A B and C in whom she so now they are very careful they are promises say kura promise kura sometimes they are even hesitant.
There's a window of escape.
So they are being careful because people are asking them questions. And you know, so I think that this particular campaign so far, so far so good. I think it's issue based, and I hope say in Tawan those type of violence. We are hoping say
can we say social media will play a major role?
Oh yes, social media will play a major role in
as compared to the traditional media, because today,
yes,
especially TikTok, virtually almost all the videos are coming from there.
Yes,
and amateur videos as such, but people get the information and
because
reactions
everywhere. Maybe so things are moving. Social media to me are influencing, and I think that's why Osha parties also they are also moving the campaign towards those type of So I think that it's helping. It should be issue based. Personal attacks, but what
finally the youth impact in this election. Who say?
Yeah, so the youth constitute a very significant election. So because they say we share youth now, because that's why if you look at the previous, we're talking about what Dikaka, I think for last week, unemployment,
education, employment,
it is
health.
So until share omoko the institutions, maybe it's a nursing institution, it's a training colleges now. So the focus will have to be on those because normally you to know it helps because a movie and paying for it and also they will be maybe at the top but they will be moving from say house to house or parties moving everywhere. So the youth consume very very important in election. And the same be Bribiana, I was say craft to message that target to know I was say because once you lose track from the youth, it certainly will have it will affect you.
Okay. Let's look at the same thing on the issue of the youth impact in this election. Utie Bofa, I think the NDC did that at the boxing arena in what's the place? Bukum, the youth manifesto. They came to launch the women manifesto. The MPP is doing something called Youth Connect. Yes. And the massive crowd, I don't know whether that will generate into votes. But you can see, even I saw yesterday, Boakye in the OT region. I saw Nkwanta in the OT.
My constituency, I was monitoring.
And the crowd, I was asking myself, is this MPP at Nkwanta?
Yes.
How?
Yes.
I don't know if the crowd will make that impact, but if it is there, anyway, we are going to have a shock in various strongholds because NDC comes to Kumasi and a mammoth youth follows NDC in Ashanti. You wonder.
That's my constituency.
Okay, Nkwanta.
South. It's changing. Things are changing.
Trend in
Oti region, especially Nkwanta, just 2012 election, MPP candidate just about 4,000 votes. MPP candidate, for American candidate, but just about 4,000 votes. The 2020 election, Sherifa Enya 20,000 votes.
Significant jump of
16,000 more.
Yes, 20,000 votes, and the NDC's candidate had 29,000 votes.
Whoa.
So
close the gap.
It's closing. Even though NDC won, NDC is still very strong in that. But we share
the gap.
That particular belt now, the previous northern vote now OT region. It's like MPP is performing
better there.
They are doing far better than in those previous years now. Because we came from 92.
Now this time in Nkwanta. Candidates, no, is it popular?
It's the same candidate.
The woman, two na.
I like that.
The incumbent, any offense,
the ODFT in 2020 Sharifano.
And this is Sharifano. You will be a ODFT, okay, deputy minister in the primaries.
Yeah.
And then this particular primaries also defeat regional minister.
Hey, that woman is strong.
strong candidate.
So she's a very strong candidate.
Because
even though
the crowd she pulled for Dr. Baumia, I was shocked.
Yes.
Shocked.
So it's not easy. Yeah.
So feeding into that, just like in the next 3 elections, which is approximately 12 years from now, so unya obi already 18 to 30 CCR. In the next 3 elections, based on how you win the person today as a youth, and vote for the next 3 elections.
Okay.
Until the youth votes are crucial for today and even more crucial for tomorrow. And now the workforce behind any political mobilization job, mobilizing NIPA and for it is youth centered. And now constituency be no how can they want maybe side. And sana wako omani and now any Africa crime. Now, for the good or bad of these elections, before you be Okan would feed into it. Okan Aguna West and Central.
That's right.
Me am shame kakra.
Say Morrison, yes, in the baby, malhandle.
I quickly decided to get in touch with people I know there. So we air videos are a free waba.
Was he malhandled?
Now this is the issue. The first report that came out was that Cynthia Morrison, if we in the campaign Urbano, or Beto Chris Arthur uncle for baby, Cynthia Morrison called for a shooty. Arthur group no. Ama Rashid Osman, Oye Nasara coordinator for the constituency, confirmed it too can. He didn't call Agnos Municipal Hospital. And he referred to Naba Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
That's serious.
Now you look at the videos, the youth are present. The major casualty we know of, the Nasara coordinator, who is a youth.
And they be shooting who
don't look at that. But the police are confirming that the attack was rather on Cynthia Morrison.
So how come the Nasara coordinator gets
that? This is where we are, and the youth. Omanhene, enkomre nyina no. Hwe mo ehu mo videos no.
Abrim mo mama papa.
So we'd have to be very careful. Yeah. We would have to be very, very. The situation, let's repeat to everybody. So yeah, NPP, so yeah, NDC, you mean and candy Debia. Look, John Mahama is very capable of winning the election. Dr. Baumia is very capable of winning the election. Now, Mimiti, hey, just from an academic perspective of mine, this election, a defeat for the NDC would be seen as an existential threat for them. Yeah. NDC are not just going to lose an election on December 7th.
No,
they are very existent.
Yeah.
They see this election as because your mama win here. It will take them about 3 elections to bring up a candidate or very popular like, to Ghanaians.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Adia, your mama and so the candidature. What the NDC as a minus. Because the one win here. Yeah. Your mama can't come again and tell Ghanaians
No. Yeah.
MPP for also pursue the unthinkable, breaking the 8. Omufi said Juma Omayeno in education, in health, leaving it for another party, it might truncate progress. And to Omufi said by hook or crook,
they have to win.
It's acquire dicey. Akojina baby. Atapoku is talking about the existence. Now, and this ni ben pan and no betima yini to say or you're popular. Haruna Drusu was coming. Ebimufi said, your buna pre. He's been crippled. A bubuna pre. Who you free one ma? Mami odi your mamachi. Ghana phone nu baby. Yebeka say NDC as a party so the journey back. No, they know they can. And so ultimately a cut-out candidate as at now. Even MPP Grano, it's not easy.
I was having a conversation with some friends the other time, and I'm saying, what the NPP is seeking to do in this election is unprecedented. Now, they are not just going to break the 8 if they win the elections. They would have also projected the next presidential candidate from their party.
Yes.
So, NPP winning elections on December 7th. They have governance. It happens everywhere.
Yeah.
But that Ben now be Obia. Ube Grumina mana go through the middle. MP, opposition, MP, government, minister, vice president. That's not what we do at any level. So if after Baumia they are presenting a point, that's going to be the case because of precedence.
That's all moving here. Their next candidate, their next candidate. The trend will follow. Say you can even lose 12 consecutive years.
You could 3 consecutive
elections. 12 years of 3 consecutive elections. It is so crucial, NDC.
Very, very.
At the same time, MPP for some reason can go to sleep and come back.
Oh, they can.
Because if Baumia loses this election, I believe he has been sold out enough for say next 4 years. We Baumia PR Ghana Nibian, but NDC near Babe contest Baumia be bre. It's election well. I want for who to say a co-elections. No, there is more. There is more to it.
There's more to it.
Obi existence.
Yeah, the very existence of the party.
Any Obi Susu project or no to the next candidate. UTMPP, they want to rule for like the next 16 years or so.
That was why I think during the NDC form more a running meeting. That was why for some people within the party
they felt
no, they should bring one because of
next 4 years no so we
now she's 71 or 72.
Yes.
So omon drop it mame no na omon fa different person na ombe partner with Mahama. One no erane so omu winia
he will
that
be
person will be maybe
a presidential candidate
in
Obenya the face.
if you omu lose crown so he has been sold
candidate.
Yes.
so which
was a win-win.
Which it made a lot of political and electoral sense. But
Obefo Bia oni ne ba na oni na ko. Samoni nkwa now it is the party. What is the party going to do after that? Oh, so that is where the issue is.
So I mean, it's
so this election there is
a lot at stake. There's a lot at stake. Even for the MPP like this, if the vice president does not win, there will be introspection.
Yes.
Primaries in the past,
exactly.
yes.
Or no, vice president so also when we near.
Kennedy Japan
It's not going to be easy for him.
Kennedy saying it here.
Yes.
It's going to be either say.
That is why we shall.
And then I am so Kennedy's own share.
Yes.
Because they've done a one time where they dropped a Dubois for Kufo.
Exactly.
So there's a possibility say they can drop Baumia for Kennedy.
So if you look at the two candidates, Baumia and Mahama, Omo campaign. I mean, a
lot is at stake.
Because they know him. Mahama or Luzia or Mabium. But me also a Luzia.
There's a
possibility say Obesaba very
wow, it's been a wonderful discussion here. Now, Mijidi said, the emotion, Cynthia Morrison, you say why escape assassination attempt. Just say Aguna West. I don't think this is good for Aguna West, the people of Aguna West. But dear way, Boba Ehu. Oh, say,
at some point they would have to speak to Cynthia. My friend in video clip here, she's actually now feeding into the traditional leaders in the Aguna West area. Or say, yeah, per district. Nanano mo to one among ako Mampeni ho or Jubilee. Mako local government ministry. Ayedi hunkomo. Nanso your population na ye registered to abano. Anytime bia ye registration no, even though in himself census ni oni power, but the register is not above the 120 150,000 because afenyo marking ebe fan depending in every akọ register mo or efutu. So now indirectly Cynthia is playing afenyo marking. Say onu nti e na gomo Aguna Central na omo pe no. Omunye because anytime ebe registration bia no ebe fa nipa no do na free Aguna so do ne important near the onko efutu so mo nkoto awa na ade a ahemfo ne traditional leaders oman ade ba kwa da makoba super say obenya district
Cynthia so be am
no so ono no to ho na mo a
ono person chom say de enyantie afenyo ntira
ya ne abi nipa na free ono ya ko register mo efutu
tina asa ayeketwa Doctor, political science department amphibia moye research the data ni bibia beto afia say my late ana and now we enter monka because at the end of the mutimi bakwa be kire elections no giving ABC it will go this way Emma you've been credible so I don't know this time I
think 2016 year bi Emma you make kire say na do be win with 10 percentage point difference in Ebamu.
53.
2022, about 51 point something. And so this particular normally no funding and a year, but me too kind of cram say just some few weeks here and buy. I think some colleagues, a year, Bibisa also. I don't know whether it's strictly. I think some colleagues from the department and some others. From outside the normal,
so I'm
sure say
na mo de tuma na ebi ma sheki na ebi all right Dr. Jalilu Atiku we are so grateful yeah ni aje me gidi say obi a otie discussion with Atapoku Clarence Atapoku. He's a lecturer at Christian Service University, communication lecturer, and Dr. Jalilu, as a political science department. Now, my name is a lecturer here.
Already, yeah.
I'm a lecturer at Sompa. You have to be here. Your election house.